guys, welcome back. It is day 59, post-surgery update here. Don't have a weigh-in update for you and not a lot in the topic of food to talk about other than one thing I want to show you guys. So prior to surgery, we had gone down to the States and bought some stuff, and one of the things that I picked up was sugar-free popsicles, which ended up being like my nightly snack. I would have them before bed. Not only do they help me with liquid intake, but it's just a nice little treat because I don't really have a lot of things that I have as treats. So that was just a nice little treat for me. However, I ran out and didn't really feel like taking a run down to the States just to get some popsicles, especially with the exchange rate. So I hopped on Amazon and I found these. So they're Mr. Freeze, but they're no sugar added freezies. So right now I've been having these, and sorry, my box is totally dismantled. Somewhere on here it had nutrition facts. Oh, here we go. I have it upside down. Hold on here, guys. So for one popsicle, they're like 15 calories, 0 grams of fat, 3 grams of carbs, and 1 gram of sorbitol, which is basically the sugar substitute, and then that's it. So this is kind of funny. I've never seen this before. You're supposed to shake them before you put them in the freezer. Interesting. Anyways, I'll have to do that next time because I've already put all these in the freezer. But anyways, one thing I wanted to talk about, because I don't have a ton of updates in terms of like weight or even issues that I had yesterday. But one thing I did want to talk to you guys about is it's okay to prioritize yourself. And the reason I say this is when it comes to the surgery, like I know somebody else who's been approved for the surgery and has kind of halted their process right now because they A, don't want to worry about the financial commitment, and B, don't want to deal with the sorry, my brain lost it, but the time, so to speak, right? Like it makes a lot of changes in your life. It's not a quick and easy process. It's not a one and done, hey, I had the surgery, I'm going to lose all this weight. Like there's a lot of time, there's a lot of effort, there's a lot of change that's required, and a lot of like personal growth. And they feel bad, A, the financial commitment, but B, everything else. And when I say financial commitment, I mean a big part of it's the vitamins and obviously the different way of eating. Because let's be real, your family's not going to be on a liquid diet. When I went on my 3-week liquid diet, it was like $270 or $280 for the 3 weeks of shakes that I had to buy. That's not cheap for a lot of people, right? But now think about it. That's 3 weeks worth of food for me. Like I was taken care of for 3 weeks. Didn't have to buy myself anything else. That was my food for 3 weeks. So it depends on how you look at it. Like if you look at what you spent on food for yourself for 3 weeks, is that reasonable? Maybe, maybe not, right? You got to really look at that for yourself. But then also there's vitamins that you're on for the rest of your life. So there's a cost there, and some benefits plans may cover them, some may not. The benefits the vitamins that I've chosen to use, I didn't even end up trying to get them approved just because otherwise I would have to take vitamins like so many times a day, and it's confusing which ones you take with which. Mine is very easy. I take one vitamin in the morning with my prescription that they have me on, and then all my other vitamins get taken like lunch, dinner, evening. Easy, don't have to think about it. So I didn't want to have to worry about, hey, you can't have this one with this one. Just there's so many things. So again, you may be able to look into that, but if you can't, or if you want to be like me and just have it be simple for yourself, there's a cost, right? And then after surgery, like you have to eat differently for a while. Your family's not going to eat purees. Your family's not going to eat the soft foods, right? And the 1 week liquid diet afterwards, your family's chances are not going to eat that either. So yes, there's a financial commitment. There's also a time commitment. I mean, you have to be off work. You have to be a little bit less mobile for a while. You can't do as much as you could do for 6 to 8 weeks, right? So you have to depend on your family a little bit more. So there's that element of like, you have to be a little bit selfless. And I went into this surgery with the mindset, like, you know, my family was a little bit worried, not for the financial, not for the time, but just if something happened to me, and I can get that. Now, this is the way that I looked at that. First of all, we have a really good life insurance policy. If something happens to me, my family's well taken care of. Don't gotta worry about that, okay? As much as that's like really sad and morbid to say, I could just as easily pass away from being obese, right? And so I would rather take the chance so that I can get healthy and be here longer for my family, knowing that they're taken care of if something happens, because it's just as likely that something could have happened anyway. You know what I mean? That was how I went into it. So there's that. Some people get worried about that, right? everything has a worry. But at the end of the day, what you have to really think about is if you've tried everything else and it's not working and this is the, method you've resorted to, then you have to consider that you need to do this for you. You need to do this for them, right? You kind of have, like I said before, you have to kind of have a why. And if your why is strong enough, then you got to do it. And if it's not, then maybe you don't do it. But don't let it be the fear of, or not the fear of, but make sure that you're taking care of yourself, because you can't be the best version of yourself if you're not taking care of yourself. At the end of the day is what I'm trying to get to here. So anyways, if you're thinking about it, if you're stuck on it, if you're in that, just know it's okay to prioritize yourself sometimes. You know how when you get on an airplane and they do that little demonstration, they like put on your life mask first? How can you be here to help others if you're not taking care of yourself? Point in case. Okay, guys, keep that in mind. But anyways, that's gonna be my rant for today. I just figured, you know what? I needed to get something out there, and I felt like this was a really good one because a lot of people don't like to focus on themselves. I mean, I suck at it too, don't get me wrong, but when it came to this, I just knew I needed to. I knew I needed to prioritize myself. So don't be afraid to do that. But anyways, guys, make sure to like and subscribe. If you have comments, if you have anything that you're struggling with, or any other positive affirmations that you think are awesome that you want to share, throw those in the comments. Don't be shy. And make sure to like and subscribe. Till the next one. Bye, guys.